Well, another winter storm is on the way. The National Weather Service has issued a winter storm watch for pretty much almost the entire southern tier. It does not include Allegheny County, but it includes basically almost everybody else. And this goes until 7 p.m. on Wednesday. And this is for a deep low pressure system, which if you actually keep up with the weather, you know that on Sunday there was almost a blizzard in Kansas City. That is nearly the exact same system that's coming our way, but not nearly as intense. So let's talk about it here with the first defense here. So that deep surface low is going to move directly across western New York tonight. As it does so, it's going to drag a cold front in, shifting the winds around from the west, and that's going to transition all the rain over to snow tonight and then early tomorrow. And there will be the chance for some hefty totals here. It's not going to be record-breaking totals, but you know, it will be enough to where you have to bring out the snowblower and probably the plows as well. And this is one of the unknowns in this whole forecast is Lake Erie going to get involved in this, and how much lake effect are we going to add on top of this? That could bump up some of these totals that I'm going to show you here in a second. But the good news is this is going to be good for the ski resorts across the area. Now, the only one open right now is, of course, Holiday Valley. They're reporting a 5 to 17 inch base with a machine groomed surface. I'm not a skier or snowboarder, so I don't understand what any of this means. But if you do ski or snowboard, you know exactly what that means. So let's take you through the day here on FutureScan. You can see the rain that we've had throughout the day is moving to the north. Then it will change over to snow as that colder air starts to filter in, and then the snow will continue throughout the day on Tuesday. Now notice the wind direction. All these arrows is the wind direction. Notice it's coming directly across the lake. That will add the potential for Lake Erie to generate a response in terms of lake effect snow. And again, where those bands set up, the totals could be bumped up. And again, the darker blues indicate the heavier amounts of snowfall rates. So when we're all said and done, these are preliminary totals based on what we have so far. Probably a good 12 to 13 inches, maybe a good 12 to 15 actually, right on the highest hills. This was right near the Chautauqua Ridge, going into the Boston Hills of southern Erie County. Maybe 8 to 12 inches once you go out toward Jamestown, 68 in Olean, 68 in Warren, maybe about 8 to 12 maybe in the city of Erie, and then as you work further east the totals dip off. Now these numbers, especially on the highest hills, could be bumped up a couple inches with the added lake effect. So again, that's something we'll keep an eye on as we go throughout tomorrow, but the added lake effect could bump up the totals maybe another 3 or 4 inches. So rain changes over to snow tonight, maybe 2 to 4 inches already by the morning commute, 28 to 34, and the winds will be southeast at about 15 to 25 miles per hour, maybe around gusts of 35 miles per hour as well, blowing some loose snow around that does fall. So 32 degrees tomorrow. This is also another complicated piece of the forecast, is that because temperatures are hovering right near freezing, that will obviously have some impact on how much snow accumulation, and the temperatures really don't fall very much. So that's the good news. No big change in the temperature swings. But hey, the 40s return for next Sunday with a chance for a few rain and snow showers by next weekend.